play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. He'll run it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught at the 8. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season.
After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Flushed out right. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Bradley Chubb able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Second and 11. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 95 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking.
Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the 2nd quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick.
Intercepted by the Broncos.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. On the run is Counter. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Nifty move. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL. And it's a... And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. KJ Hamler returning it. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and
10. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll look to throw now on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
36, under 10, under 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Steeler first down and a pickup of 11 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
No gain.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He's going to launch it for Washington, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Is no good.
Now following the field goal, what can this offense do? We're about to find out. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. That's going to set him back 5 yards. On play action, they'll throw. They'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll toss this out right for Connor. And running with power here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. And his pass incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
On the carry.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Quarterback on the scramble.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They'll start with the option. Johnson with a completion over the middle. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Kareem Jackson on the coverage.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. And he will have a Steelers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
2nd down and 3. They run with Connor. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon.